Here we are at the downtown Fifth Third Pavilion in Cheapside Park in Lexington, getting ready for Sunday night's Thriller Parade, the weekend extravaganza. USA Today has said one of the best Halloweens in America right here in Lexington, and I'm with Albert Ignacio, one of our very own Michaels, who appears for the second year in a row in our Thriller Parade. Albert, tell us a little bit about what to expect.
Well, I just found out this morning that we have over 1,200 zombies. It's amazing that we have that many. The thing just gets bigger and bigger every year. Can't wait for Sunday night. Got a busy night of entertainment and fun and zombies. It's great for the family and kids and everybody to come out.
We're great.
Can't wait.
It's going to be great. We're really glad to have you back again.
Thank you.
And you know what this illustrates is Lexington is a great place for creative expression and imagination. It's the kind of thing that leads to great quality of life and creating jobs and economic growth and development in our city. When you think of night creatures, things that go bump in the night, zombies, well, come on downtown Sunday for our Thriller Parade and Halloween extravaganza. You know, when USA Today declares that Lexington is one of the best cities in America to celebrate Halloween, you know that we are on the right track. What does that tell us about ourselves? What does it tell us about Lexington? Well, it tells us that Lexington is a place for imagination, for inspiration, and for creative expression. We are expecting 15,000 to 20,000 people downtown, including, of course, the living and the undead. It is our 11th annual Thriller event. 4 different Michaels will lead reenactments of Michael Jackson's Thriller video down Main Street. In fact, one of those Michaels is here with us today, Albert Ignacio. Albert, you're right there. I don't think anybody can not know who you are in this crowd today. Thanks for being here with us. So our Michaels will be joined by 1,200 volunteers who have spent almost a month rehearsing and learning the choreography at Mecca Dance Studio. In fact, that's been the project of Teresa Toom. Teresa, hold up your hand. Teresa's been right there in the leadership role. And you know, we've got others in our city who are involved. In fact, Commander Doug Pape is here, and Central Sector will help us, maybe perhaps not with crowd control this time, but with fear and anxiety management. I get to introduce Amber Llewellyn. Amber is our Cultural Arts Director in Parks and Recreation, and she organizes the Thriller reenactments every year.
As we've had continued growth, as this event has grown in its popularity, we just wanted to get you all here today and talk about some of the things we've done to try to make this event the best that it can be for all of our participants and the audience. And we have quite a few new things that are going to happen this year that we wanted to get the public aware of. So first of all, the Thriller dance itself will take place, it will start at 8:30 p.m. We have 4 locations, as the mayor said. We have 4 sets of Michaels and dancers that will start along Main Street. That is the Kentucky Theater, MLK, the Downtown Arts Center, and Trust, which is at the center of the Center Point block. So there should be an opportunity for everyone to see all the Michaels and all the Olas and all the dancers. So that will be a good portion of our parade route. Will be split up where you don't have to be just at the Kentucky anymore to see the beginning of the dance. Also, we have new this year a media kit, which is for all of the people that would like to come and cover the event. We're going to have that at the Kentucky Theater. It will be a front row seat to get footage and photos of the dancers at the Kentucky. And we also are going to have an accessible seating area for people in wheelchairs. So all of that will be at the Kentucky Theater, and the accessible seating will be first come, first serve. Once again, we're going to have a pre-show and an after-party. The pre-show will be at Centerpoint, and Lori Houlihan is going to talk a little bit more about that. And the after-party will be here at the Fifth Third Pavilion with the band Ford Theater Reunion performing live. We'll also have food. It's going to be chilly, it looks like, that day, so there'll be lots of fall treats for everyone to keep warm and feel all cozy and Halloweeny. We also would like to thank all of the people that help us produce this event. Of course, Lexington Parks and Recreation, Mecca Live Studio, WRFL, the Lexington Police Department, Kentucky Theater, the Webb Companies, Buster's Billiards and the Back Room, and also all of the volunteers that spend so many hours learning the dance and coming and participating. Finally, also the Thriller performance will be followed once again by a small parade of community participants who are showcasing their Halloween spirit and creativity. So we will have that again following all of the dancers.
Lori does a wonderful job in the mayor's office and for our city of connecting the dots between quality of life, a great experience in our community, and jobs, economic growth and development. In fact, just 2 or 3 weeks ago, we announced the Bingham Law Firm from Boston is creating 250 jobs in Lexington through the move and the creation of a global operations center right here in Lexington. What was it that Bingham said about Lexington? They said in a competition of 300 cities across America, what it came down to was quality of life and Lexington's enthusiasm and optimism. And you know, projects like this, which are managed by a very few people in our government, include thousands, literally, of volunteers, illustrating this kind of quality of life. And nobody does better in our city than Lori Houlihan of connecting the dots between our arts and cultural community, this enthusiasm and this imagination and creativity, and the connection to jobs than Lori Houlihan. So it's my great pleasure to introduce Lori, who will tell us about the pre-show.
I'm here to tell you about something that's been added this year that's very exciting to me because it includes the youngest members of our community. Starting at 6 o'clock at the Centerpoint lot, we're going to have something that's a little more focused on their interests. At 6, the Pickle Brothers Circus and their Cabinet of Curiosities will be performing. At 6:15, there's going to be a kids-only thriller dance led by a phenomenal young Michael. And at 6:30, the mad scientist, Dr. Fisk, is going to take over and show us some of his creations. Then at 7, we're going to be having the variety show on the stage in Centerpoint again. That's going to be from 7 to 8, and it's going to include performances by Mecca Live Studio, Artistry in Motion, Scappa, and the March Madness Marching Band. And then Michael Jackson tribute numbers are going to be done by Broadway Bound and 2 of the Thriller Michaels, Trevor Taylor and Albert Ignacio, with the Dance Formers Dance Troupe. And again, there's going to be food. There's going to be food trucks down here, warm drinks, and lots of good fall holiday treats. So I hope everybody comes down and makes it down for the pre-show, because sometimes that's the most exciting part, just watching the zombies roam around.
This is our 11th year. Each year the organization kind of changes because the event gets larger and larger. But essentially we start at the end of September and we start rehearsing. We do 4 rehearsals a week leading up to the week before, and then we go into staging rehearsals. We are dealing with probably around 1,200 zombies this year, so it's a lot to wrangle. So many dancing undead. They come in, they register, they are given a wristband so that we know that they've registered. And each rehearsal, Melissa Smith breaks down the entire choreography for everyone there. We usually have between 200 and 300 zombies at each rehearsal. They learn the entire routine every time and get lots of practice in. And then during the staging rehearsals, they are assigned to their specific grave sites. So so we stage them all over Main Street and around there. So. And then it's on their own for their makeup and costuming. We give them some tips and pointers, but all of them are incredibly creative, and they come up with their own makeup and costuming and their own themes as to what caused their untimely demise and caused them to dance. So. But yes, and then partnering with Parks and Rec over the past few years has been, we just wouldn't be able to do it without their assistance, because as Amber and Lori have explained, there's so much added each year to keep it growing and keep it interesting.
This is a huge production for the city to put on, and it's become one of the largest things we do. And that's one of the things that we also wanted to stress to the public, is there is something about this event that wants to send everyone screaming into the road with the zombies. And crowd control and public safety is a big issue for us every year, and that's one of the things that we really ask, is that everyone stay in kind of a parade frame of mind and stay on the sides of the curb if you can, and not go running into the street with the zombies or the other things that are in the parade. It's a big job for our police to keep the streets clear and to keep the public safe, and the dancers a clear route for them to move along. So it is a big production for us that we start setting up for very early that day. And just if the public can work with us on that, each year we've tweaked it to try to get a little bit better. But for some reason, this event just really makes people kind of crazy in the way of how they want to just run around in the street. So that's the one thing that we really would like to stress, is if people could kind of stay in that parade mode, that would be great.
There's been a public call for Michael to do a dance for us, but he says without music, he can only do perhaps a dance move from right where he is. So Michael, okay, sorry to put you on the spot, buddy.
Okay. All right.